Hey everyone, welcome back to Dead Space 2. We're flying, we're floating, we're just chillaxing in the zero Gs. We're in the garbage.
Trying defying gravity.
Is that a reference to something?
Wicked.
Forgive me, my Wicked references are not up to snuff.
The first time she starts flying, she's going to try defying gravity.
Oh. Neat. I feel like the subsection of people who watch Let's Plays and also know Wicked references is very
Wicked
small.
is pretty popular.
Chris, I didn't say that. I just said the cross-section probably not great. I'm not saying it's non-existent. I'm just saying, again, I feel like Wicked fans and people who watch a Dead Space 2 Let's Play are not necessarily the same audience.
Comment if you have or have not experienced Wicked. And the reason I say experienced, I've read a synopsis of the play, I've downloaded almost every track from the play, never seen it, and really want to, but have not had the opportunity.
Define never. Have you watched a recording of it? Or are you just saying you never?
I haven't found a good one.
Okay, so you've not actually. That's what I'm saying. So
I've seen like shitty handcam versions, and I'm just like
Cats, right?
Well, there's good recordings of that, so yes.
But that's what I'm saying. Is like so when you say you've never seen it, you're not even counting that. Like you've never seen any of Wicked,
right? Because apparently they're actually like, and I haven't seen this, but the way they did Hamilton and Cats, it's like filming a performance.
They're shot productions. Yeah.
They, to the best of my knowledge, haven't done that with Wicked. Or Book of Mormon. That's another play I really want to see.
God, I would love to see Book of Mormon. I've seen like solo performances of certain songs, like they did the Doorbell one
I believe they did at a...
Fuck me!
Nope. No, that wasn't one of them. But, yeah. If you're aware of Wicked, and you understood that reference, please comment, so I feel less like an insecure nerd.
Will that really help, though?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But not for the reason you think. I am never insecure. I'm always confident that I'm always right.
No, Chris, you're confusing the word confident and arrogant again.
I mean, aren't they the same thing?
No.
Well, maybe not. One's not the other, like the square rectangle thing. But I think confidence is always arrogant.
No, I think arrogance is always confident. You can't be arrogant and unsure of yourself. You can be confident without being arrogant.
No, you can be arrogant and faking it, but arrogant is
belief.
No, arrogant is an outward projection. Confidence is an inward reflection.
Fuckboy, Google arrogant right now.
Oh, do you wanna?
I want to go to fucking Mirriam with this shit.
Oh boy, we got a thing to talk about after that.
Yes,
what do you want me to? Arrogant?
Arrogant.
You're not.
I am right. It's a conspiracy.
You are not.
Webster backs me up.
Arrogant meaning adjective, making claims or pretensions to superior importance or rights, overbearingly assuming, insolently proud, an arrogant public official characterized by or proceeding from arrogance or a sense of superiority, self-importance, or entitlement.
You cannot be self-important without confidence. You have to believe that you are correct.
You can play arrogant. I don't think you can play confident without just being arrogant.
I can play things, but that doesn't mean that's what that is. I can play brave, but that doesn't make me brave. Arrogance, as a defined word, needs confidence. Will you agree with that assessment?
This supports my theory that arrogance is outward projected, so it can be faked, but confidence is inwardly reflected, which cannot be faked, has to be real. Confident, adjective, feeling or showing, confidence in oneself, self-assured. Quote, we require outgoing, confident people able to approach large groups.
Oh, insanity.
Oh yeah, I remember this. It was like the carousel turns into the, what is it?
Marker.
Marker, yes. I was going to say Beacon, but that's the wrong franchise.
So, let's talk about the greatest conspiracy the world has ever
It's not
unveiled.
a conspiracy, it's wrong.
So, Chris, if I use the word podium, and we'll be vague as to why this came up, because it's an extra thing, but if I use the word podium, what am I referring to?
Well, that would be podium, based on the Latin root word of
podus.
podus.
No, stop. Don't go to the definitions. You as an individual. If I say podium, what object am I referring to?
Something that, I mean, the definition defines it.
No, Chris.
Something you stand on that elevates you.
Okay. You're gonna double down on that definition?
Yeah.
Because I feel like you just already shot yourself in the foot. Okay.
No.
I refer to as a podium.
In the foot. Funny you would say
you.
that.
I refer to podium. Oh, hello. What I would refer to as a podium is technically what you're talking about, as well as what you would refer to as a lectern.
Oh, so you're referring to a pulpit, which is the combination of the two of them.
No.
Yeah. Mainly used for religious reasons, but a
Or
pulpit
symphonies.
is usually raised, where a lectern is usually at floor level.
Okay, what if a lectern's on a stage?
I think that's still level.
Okay. So, now, Chris...
The stage would
Chris,
be the podium, and
Chris,
then the lectern is...
Typically, if I win the Olympics, right?
You're on a podium.
No, they refer to it as what?
A podium?
No. It's a podium, but what is it conventionally referred to as? It's the...
Olympic?
winners.
The winner's podium. Okay.
Okay.
So, it is a podium that is used for the winners.
Okay. Now, would you like to look up the Mirriam-Webster definition of podium? And the reason this came up is me and Jamie had a complete misunderstanding of what we were talking about. She was going to build a podium and was going to build very much not the thing that I was talking about.
You said podium when you meant lectern, which caused... I was joining her in this confusion. For example, you said you wanted podiums, you wanted them about 4 feet tall. My first concern...
Yes.
My first concern was like... Firstly, how are we going to get on that? No, wait, secondly, we can't even frame that. You can't frame that shot properly.
Yes.
The only way you can frame that is by defeating the purpose by cutting off the bottom, in which point, like, height doesn't matter.
Yes. Chris, I'm not
when
mistaken that this would be a
when
funny...
I
this is a funny...
realized you meant lectern instead of podium, I was like, all of this makes sense now.
Well, especially because the dimensions I gave were 1.5 foot by 1.5 foot by 4 foot, and she's like, "What the fuck does that mean?"
Yeah, both of us were like, "What is wrong with you?" Because you were saying podium, and podium is a thing beneath you. It's a thing to elevate you.
According to
what do you want me to define? Podium or lectern?
Podium, please.
Define.
Because lectern, I agree. Lectern is a word. Lectern is a word for that thing, right? I don't think either of us are going to argue on that. I just know that they are also referred to as podiums.
Define.
I'm talking, by the way,
podium.
But I don't think we clarified what I was talking about. I'm talking about the thing that you would like put in front of you if you're doing like a
like a performance of some kind, or like singing, or like a game show, or like a lecture, or
teaching
like
a class, or
class. Yeah,
something.
Just like a raised.
I just wanted to avoid the exact reason we're using a podium.
A raised platform. Jesse, you don't have to hide that you're conducting an orchestra.
Okay.
It's on the Extra Life schedule already.
Oh, no, I guess it is. Jacob's Ladder, we're doing the game show. And so we wanted to have some contestant podiums. We're not going to do this again. I don't have the patience to walk you through this again. It's just the brief... I've already explained it with Michael Altman and the thing.
Podium. Noun.
Hold on, Chris, hold that. There's some shit going on here. I gotta get through this.
Oh, you're in the church. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is about as far as we got,
This
right?
is where as far as we got. That's why I want you to be invested in this. And so let's talk about podiums.
This is important.
Dana, the Church of Unitology? Why here?
It's one of the few places on Titan Station that
But we're gonna find a podium in here.
Separation of church and state.
No, you gotta find a pulpit.
This is the last place we want to be right now.
Isaac, my brother died trying to rescue you. This is important.
Franco.
This will work. I'm in a safe room at the top of the church. Meet me there, okay?
Okay, so what is
Podium. Noun. A small platform on which a person may stand to be seen by an audience, as when making a speech or conducting an orchestra. Podium, again, the root word podus, foot, it is a platform.
Okay. Now.
Similar. Platform. Stage. Dais. North American. A lectern.
Ding, 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 ding. There we go. So, Jamie found an article written on Mirriam-Webster.com, and I want to read this to you guys, because this is amazing. This is from Mirriam-Webster, who, if you don't know, is the dictionary.
It's like the official... Is that mostly in North America and Europe? Like, how far does that spread?
I don't know, but it's pretty fucking official.
Like, I don't think you consult the Merriam-Webster dictionary in China, for example.
So, this is
like,
this is a usage notes on the Merriam-Webster website. Mm-hmm. This is a single article dedicated to this entire thing. Mm-hmm. A podium is the same thing as a lectern. We are very sorry to inform those of you who care about this matter that the word... I love how passive-aggressive they are in this. That the word podium...
Did they update it?
Well, no. Just wait.
When is
Let
this?
me read this.
No, when is this? This is an update.
Undated.
It's like
Let me read
Merriam-Webster,
let me
just
read this to
for
you. Hold on.
comparison.
No, don't you fucking
For
cut me off.
comparison,
Okay.
Merriam-Webster, as an official dictionary, has a definition for.
Well, they update annually.
Yeah.
So
I want to know when this was
it's
put
not
in.
dated. It's not dated. It's not dated. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Let me go into the fucking coding of their website, Chris, and tell you when this is from. It's not dated.
That's an update.
So we are very sorry to inform those of you who care about the word that the word podium can truly and without embarrassment refer to what is also called a lectern.
Bullshit.
But let's back up a bit. Podium, in its original English use, was the architectural term. The word first referred to a low wall serving as a foundation or terrace wall. Mm-hmm. No, but that means neither of us are right. The word
It's still...
Chris,
it's a foot...
Chris,
it's a base.
No, hold on. The word first referred to a low wall serving as a foundation or
Base.
terrace wall.
Again, base.
No,
it's a base. It's a platform.
No, it's a retaining wall.
It's still a
base.
base.
No, it's the retaining wall, Chris. Mm-hmm. Is this wall to your fucking house a base?
I mean, we're in the basement. It is part of the foundation, yes.
So, the word comes from the Latin word podium, which means base, podium, which in turn comes from foot. We went over this, right? There are plenty of people who would like to see the ideas of base and foot preserved in all modern uses of podium, which is why we have an apology to make. The word podium sometimes referred to not to the thing you stand on, that is the thing that supports your feet, or a base, but to the thing that you stand behind or use to place notes, a book, or whatever you're glancing down at as you address or read to a group of people. You know the object. It usually has a slant at its top surface and a place to store a bottle of water or two underneath. They're being very specific here. It might go all the way to the floor or sit on a table. If you're frowning deeply as you read this, you likely know the object as a lectern, a word from the Latin legere, meaning to read.
I am frowning.
It is indeed a lectern, but lecterns are also sometimes referred to as podiums, at least in North America. This has been true since around the middle of the 20th century. The apology we made a couple paragraphs above is, of course, a little facetious. I love the writer of this, by the way. An apology implies an admission of error that we simply cannot make here in good faith. We have nothing to do with the expansion of the word podium to cover lecterns. Words frequently take other meanings over time, and it is our mandate to report those meanings if and when they become established. Podium is in fact used as a synonym of lectern in published edited prose by skilled writers, and we say it, and we'd say it from a podium if we had to. Now, their logic, what I'm going to infer, is it is the base in which you put something on. A paper, a book, a reading material. It in itself is a base for an object that is not you. Go fuck yourself. Podiums are lecterns. Merriam-Webster, the most official source, backs me up. Booyaka, booyaka, 619.
I hate that I agree with you. So, what upsets me is that enough stupid people got it wrong that they had to make it official because it was just out there too much.
Chris, what is the small object that you use to shine light? Usually battery operated?
Are you doing the flashlight torch thing?
I might be.
Yeah, that's not the point I was going to make. That's part of my point.
No. But hold on. What is it called?
I call it a flashlight. I'm aware that European people call it a torch.
And
or
who do you think referred to it first? Actually, where was it invented? Let's figure that out, actually.
I imagine probably Europe.
But maybe not.
But anyway, I grudgingly accepted that I agree with you. And I am being the snob that, like, well, they called it the wrong thing long enough that it's now just officially the right thing. I hate this. But
that's language, motherfucker.
That's exactly my point. And I have made this point so many times and beaten it to death that I can't contradict myself.
You're in too deep.
This is my argument against grammar Nazis all the time. It's just, guess what the purpose of language is? For you to say a thing and me to understand what you mean. And if you say something...
Now, granted, in your argument, me and Jamie were not understanding each other.
No, and that was funny. But then I realized, oh, I get the confusion. So I can, like, throw a little bit of fault at you because, well, maybe it's at me for misunderstanding, but... let's put no blame. But eventually, when I realized that, like, this is why everything is seeming like, as much as we were thinking, like, the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you're an idiot. Like, how are you getting this so wrong? I am pretty sure you were thinking the exact same thing about us. It's just like, you're trying to explain a basic thing, and we're the idiots that just aren't understanding you at all. And it's like, how can we possibly be confused by such a simple concept? Like,
massive misunderstanding.
A huge misunderstanding. So, language wasn't connecting. But as soon as we crossed that bridge, both of us were just like, oh, okay, everything makes sense. So, now we're back to... language has succeeded.
Yes.
So we're back into the camp of
you're
saying a word.
I just like how Mirriam-Webster had to create not just like update their definition. They had to write a separate article being like, listen, guys, I know you're upset about this, but this is just how it fucking is.
Because it is. I'm conflicted because.
Are you gonna read this or should I take it off the screen so that people can look at something else while we talk?
Two tines entwined, from the words of our Savior.
Please do not do that voice. I will.
Michael Altman, we know that all life intertwines at the end to become one. One mind, one body, one voice. The marker echoes this with its intertwined spires. We echo this with our entwined arms, fingers touching in oneness at the top. It is our sacred ceremonial gesture, used in greeting and in the opening to all ceremonies, large and small. So, hang on, it's
like this, like...
cross this way is easier.
I think it's like
and
this.
then...
Or is it maybe...
I think they're turned... Is it...
No, because...
Oh, yeah, that's easier. This is, like, a hard contortion.
Hurts. Yeah.
This would be an easy, like, this is a salute or, like, a bow.
Oh, hold on.
Isaac, you see the symbols, too. It means
Straws. Yes, I see the symbols.
we are a threat to them. I know it. We have to work together.
Work together? Who's them? Well, you mean Titan? Strauss. Work will be Strauss.
He not working with you.
Classic Strauss.
So. We're nearly at time.
I thought indoctrination said lectern at a glance. I was like, oh!
That would be disturbing. Mm-hmm. Find a podium or a lectern. But do that next time. So, before we disappear, this is obviously, I mean, I have to agree, Mirriam-Webster is a definitive, like, they kind of, if they declare something, we kind of got to follow it. They are the authority. So I'm going to accept that you can say podium and mean lectern, and I can't get mad at you. I hate it, but I will on record accept it. But please, let me know how you feel.
Yeah.
Are you on the podium side, the lectern side, or the
I don't
holy
fucking
shit,
care.
guys, I don't care, stop talking about it
Hey, Chris,
side?
I bet I know what they're going to be.
Yeah.
I bet I can guess.
So,
This was a 20-minute episode about fucking lecterns and podiums.
yeah. Okay, we're gonna let Jesse kill these monsters.
I gotta
Stomp them to death.
Where? Oh, there.
Oh boy, it's one of those bats that
I'm gonna call them flap-flops.
that whole conversation was cut out, right?
Maybe? I don't know.
I
Probably.
mean, I tried to not make it weird, but then at the end I was like, yeah, that was still weird.
Yeah, it was very weird.
So, yeah. I may be talking about something that you never heard, so just keep wondering.
Come back next time for more content that you can't listen because we cut it out. Bye, guys.
I